All right, so we're back with another video for you guys, another reaction video. And today we're going to be reacting to Organik on the Shark Tank. This is going to be part 4, part 3, or maybe part 4. I think this might be actually part 4. Hopefully this is the last part of this this live with or this video with Shark Tank and Organik. If you guys haven't seen our first couple of reactions, part 1, 2, and 3, make sure you guys go check them out. You're gonna definitely want to listen to what I have to say, because we caught Organik several times throughout this this interaction with Sharp, several times where he's lied, contradicted himself, basically said things on other channels that are completely different than what he said during this this collab with the Shark Tank. So I mean, this isn't really like entirely alarming, because I've been known Organik is all cap, man. He just caps. I would say probably like 90%, give or take, something like that, of whatever he says on social media is all cap. It's all lies. But somehow people call this inspirational and motivational. Cut it out, man. Y'all gotta cut it out for real, man. Seriously, cut it out. Organik has been gone for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, man. 2 whole weeks now. It's been 2 weeks since he dropped the video on his channel. And yet this is the guy, I think his slogan is never give up and never give a F. Damn, man. You looking bad, man. You going out real bad. It's been 2 weeks. And what's so crazy is we still haven't heard anything about that slingshot. I mean, that slingshot has been gone for, man, like 5 months now. Feels like it's been 5-6 months. It's been a couple months now since he took it to Reflections Detail, and I guess to get it wrapped or whatever, you know, to continue the same old cycle, man. The same old cycle he's done with every other car. But you know, people have like they've caught on with all the you know, the same chapters with these cars. It's just getting old, man. This whole thing is getting old, you know, buying cars, taking delivery of cars, putting a wrap on it, putting wheels on it. It's like, how long can you continue to do this, man? It's just gonna get real boring after a while. And this is exactly what CJ on 32s has been doing. Now granted, CJ actually gets new cars. You know, Organik was just getting a whole bunch of used cars, claiming that he was getting new cars. So that's a little bit different. But yeah, we're going to jump into this. Like I said, this is going to be part 4. I think probably this is like the last, like 20 minutes of this, 25 minutes, give or take, of this this collab with Sharp again, back on the Shark Tank, which didn't do numbers, man. It didn't do numbers. And it looks like he's on the verge of basically quitting, just like Tall Guy. Tall Guy quit. Tall Guy is now doing content, like family-friendly content with his wife, Jasmine. And I think that's essentially what he's been trying to do all along, just trying to find a partner that's aligned with his goals or whatever. Because I don't think he was gonna really last that long doing that car review stuff, or even just like doing collabs with Organik. It was just getting old and boring, and even the podcast fell apart. Like they said that podcast is going to be like something mega big or something like that. That thing fell apart so fast. But anyways, we're going to jump into this. I just had to give you guys a quick update on what we know about Organik so far. The man is a quitter. All right, he's definitely given up now. For a guy that claims he's an alpha male and he would never give up and he would never do this, he would never do that. Come on, man. Like, you're just quitting right now. You're tapping out of social media, out of YouTube. You know how easy to do these videos are, man? I'm driving to a meeting right now. Honestly, don't even matter what I'm doing. These videos are so easy to make. It's so easy to make a reaction video, so easy to vlog. And this man, Organik, is quitting. Can you imagine if he's doing a real job, like a hard-working job, labor-intensive job, construction or something crazy like that? Man, cut it out. Organik ain't built for work, man. This dude is a quitter. But let's get into this video.
and it worked. I put millions of dollars. I did not, but I'm pure. You know what I'm saying? I come from the heart, and I want to give people the game and teach them the game. And I did that to build my brand, and I did. It took me to the high. I'm on No Jumper 4 times. I wouldn't have did that if I wasn't Mr. Organic. I wouldn't have been on Fresh and Fit and doing all this shit. These people wouldn't know me. Top level niggas DM me like I fuck with you. A lot of motherfuckers fuck with me. Top level bitches I'm fucking because I built that brand up to do such. So I did that, done that. It's there. Now it's time to more facilitate that Jarvis, that businessman, the guy that's buying these watches, that got value, put it to the side, that got different acquisitions in different countries. You know, got a game show. I got a game show called Culture Shock. You know, so
said acquisitions in other countries. Bro, you were living in like a closet in Switzerland talking about all these businesses. How can you have businesses and acquisitions when you don't have no citizenship over there, man? Cut it out, man.
To me right now that I got a whole sound studio with my fucking face on the wall. Like, who does that? You understand me? That's a building in California with my face on it. That's all praise the Most High. Shout out to my guy Macca, but I have a game show that we shot 10 hours. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not playing. Like, I want to do Steve Harvey shit, but I ain't finna tell niggas to think like a man, think like a nigga. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit, think like a boss.
Sometimes you have to.
Right. I want
in certain situations, man. You got to think like a boss. Yeah, sometimes you got to think like
because
Bro, just because you have a game show, well, hold on, let's take a step back. You just completed a game show. That doesn't mean anything. That just means you completed a game show. You started a game show. You're the host of the game show. You might be a partner in a game show. But that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that the game show is successful. It doesn't mean that people are really rocking with the game show. And to be quite honest with you guys, I think game shows and like things of that nature or whatever, these types of shows are long gone. There was like a time and date for all that stuff, and it's gone now. Like, nobody watches Fear Factor anymore. Nobody watches these types of shows. They discontinue this stuff already. So you're just trying to create a little spin-off to it, you know, add your little spice to it or whatever. But once people, like when people watch your game show and they look up Organik and they know Organik has done all these scammy ass coins and shit like that, crypto, taking advantage of people, fake raffles, ain't nobody gonna rock with you, man. I think you should have just kept it as social media, but now you expanding, talking about a game show. That's just like you saying, I started a restaurant. Okay, good for you. You started a restaurant, you have a menu. Doesn't mean that you got the best good cuisine or whatever. Like, you selling some of that good food that people are really rocking with, people are coming back to it. It ain't like a Michelin starred restaurant. It doesn't mean nothing. You just created a restaurant, you got a menu, a chef, whatever. That's it. That doesn't mean nothing. You know, if you guys know about businesses, most businesses, new businesses, fail within the first year. Like, they say like some crazy number, like 90% of businesses. So Organik, stop it, man.
I'm still a nigga, so I still want to feel that. Like, I want to scuba diving, nigga, and spearfishing with a Cuban on. I still want to do that shit, skydiving, nigga, with a rollie on. Like, I still want to do man shit, cool, regular shit, but still be a little niggerish with it, you know what I mean? Because I want my nigga, because my people from the hood, they got to see that, you see what I'm saying? Muhammad Ali said it best, if you ain't got a Rolls Royce Benz, the people from the hood ain't going to look at you the same. That's why pastors look away, dress away, have certain shit. You get your point across. So you got to give the medicine within the sugar. So I still got to give them that and show that I'm like that, but let's do it the right.
Yeah, but you got rid of it. You got rid of those cars, so that just makes it even worse.
I'm addicted to guns, right? Yeah. But I got my license to carry, CCW. I taught that game back 10 years ago how to do that shit. I want to do it right. Let's be able to protect ourselves and something happen. I go to court like, hey, he tried to kill me, boom. All this shit, not telling. Learn to do shit the right way.
Yeah, but why put yourself in a position to get in any kind of altercation to the point of like thinking that you're going to get killed? Like, why put yourself in that predicament? And that's because you do this kind of shit. You put out this kind of energy on live streams, on IG, whether it's IG or YouTube. He puts out this energy that he can't be fucked with, and he dares people to even try it. So you're asking for it. So now you're like, oh, well, you know, I got to get guns. Like, why would anyone put themselves in a position like that where they're asking for violence? That's who Organik's channel initially was all built on violence, all promoting violence, aggravating people, pissing people off, you know, from all walks of life. Like, he used to attack Muslims, used to attack Hispanics, saying some of the wildest shit, talking to kids. I'm sure you guys can find some of those videos. There was a guy named Vendetta Vlogs, I think his channel, I forget his channel name, Destiny Martinez, so many of these guys where Organic was saying some off the wall stuff. So why would you put yourself in those like shoes? I don't get it.
I want to go home. You know what I'm saying? And I want a nigga not to go home and play with me. So let me do it the right way possible. You know what I'm saying? Let me know these laws. Right. You know what I'm saying? Let me do the white man shit.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. That's what I bring to the table.
You saying that, you know, you jumping out of planes with the rollies on, things like that, you want your people to see.
Yes.
Because you say you want to do it on a more influential, like, hey man, let this motivate you.
Yes.
Do you feel like you motivate, or do you feel like you get more hate back because, you know, you giving niggas, because the jewelry, the watches, the cars, the clothes, it's all targets.
Yes, most
it's all
definitely.
shit to target you.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Overall, to me, I feel like I get way more love because people see within me. You know what I'm saying? Because I do get that shit, but in the day, if you watch my content, you see the realness, you see the mission.
Bro, cut it out. To be honest with you guys, I think people don't really give a fuck about Organic. No one really, like, they might, like, watch his videos because they got an hour to spare, like, they're bored at work or something like that, or after work or during lunch or maybe in the evening or something like that, and they want to watch a clown like him because he is funny. Sometimes he's funny. He's pretty entertaining, but after a while, you get kind of tired of it, right? As like the same thing when him talking about these shows, whatever, that he's the culture shock, whatever. Once you watch one or two shows, especially with Organic's goofiness, you ain't gonna come back to watch the rest of it, the rest of the season. So I honestly think that people don't really give a fuck about Organic. They don't. Organic isn't really like anything special. So when they see him in person, I don't like, some people might like stop and stare at him, but nobody really cares about Organic. Like, I personally wouldn't even care about Organic. Like, I would react to his videos because obviously I'm reacting to videos. This is another source of income. But I'm not going to be like one of those like obsessed fans like you see him, like when you guys see all these like famous celebrities and all these people like gather around them and stand outside, whether it's raining or snowing, just to try to get a picture or autograph. I'm not that guy, but I'm sure there's other people like that. But I don't think even Organic is like on that celebrity type of level.
I give. I'm a flashy, boisterous nigga, you know what I'm saying? Right. God made me that way for a reason, but I'm gonna always give them seeds back. I wouldn't wrote books. I didn't have to. I didn't make limited money writing these books. It was truly to motivate and inspire my people. I wouldn't tell people about manifestation. I wouldn't show them that my ups and downs, me giving up certain things and telling you I brought all this shit for business. I really give a fuck about it. It's to build a brand. This is a real game. I want to preserve my people on this path. So some hate come with it, but it ain't real. I walk the streets.
Bro, you didn't write books. Stop capping, man. Stop it. Like 1,000 HP Media said. Stop it. You didn't write books, man. You don't even know how to write a full sentence. Those doctors wrote books because they were friends with you and they figured this might be a good opportunity. There's been a lot of people, a lot of these businesses that come around like influencers, and they came around Organic also, and they like, hey, you should write a book. You should do a master class. You should do a mentorship program. And of course, Organic said yes, 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 because it's free money that he can take from his own followers, subscribers, taking advantage of people. So he didn't do this stuff because he has a kind heart looking for the people's best interests. Of course the fuck not. Get the fuck up. Get out of here, man. Wake up. Organic didn't do no books because he cares. You think somebody's going to teach you their secret of making money? Come on now. Coca-Cola ain't gonna teach you the recipe on how to make that great Coke, are they? Coca-Cola, Pepsi, they're not gonna teach you guys their ingredients on how to make it. Come on now, cut it out, man. Stop it. Chick-fil-A ain't gonna teach you how to make a good chicken sandwich. You think Organic gives a fuck about his supporters and subscribers? Like, where the hell are you guys thinking of? He wrote books because he thought he's gonna make money. It didn't work. All right, now he's like, oh, I did this because I really wanted to help my people. It's not because of money. Stop it, man. You don't do anything unless there's money involved or you think there's going to be money involved. And just like you created this show, Culture Shock, it's going to be a disaster just like your books, all right? Whoever invested in Organic is a dummy, man. Y'all some stupid-ass idiots. That's like trying to go invest in Radio Shack again. It's like, what's wrong with you? But we get it, man. There's a bunch of slow-brained idiots.
Every day, no one ever said nothing derogatory on my face, ever. There's nothing but love. You changed my life. You made me take a risk. When you moved to LA with that little money, and look what you did. It made me move to Vegas. My jeweler, Hefe jeweler, he did that. Like, I do that to people. You know what I'm saying? I know I have a purpose in this world. Capping
again, man. This dude's just capping after capping after capping. He said He inspired people. People stop him on the street because they were so inspired by him moving to LA with a little bit of money. But you sat there in your Minnesota vlogs and said you made so much money in Minnesota selling merch. You were making $20,000, $30,000 a month in Minnesota, living in a penthouse, driving around, picking up all these girls, king of downtown this, king of downtown that. Now you're saying, oh, it was a little bit of money. Cut it out, man. Stop all these capping, man. You got more stories than Barnes and Nobles.
To motivate and inspire my people, and I'm gonna live and die by it. Right. So be it. But in person, I guess, you know, hey, online is part of the game, nigga. Everybody get it. You can look at you, any top level nigga. Look at the comments. Nigga, you ain't shit. Nigga, you a bitch. This is the top level niggas you ever seen in your life, man. So that come with it. Give me more. Yeah. Because as long as you don't bring it in human flesh, right, we good. Keep it online. Turn me up. I need more but talk about the God. You know what I'm saying? You know, I put shit out there sometimes, like some kind of, they take my car. I got evicted. You gotta feed the people bullshit because they want it anyway, and then you give them the real shit at the same time. Yeah. You give them fertilizer to grow with.
We know what Mr. Organic's job is, but what is Jarvis Rivers' job today? Today, like, what's your job today?
Yeah, my current job as who I am today is still the same message. You know what I'm saying? Just in a toned down way. It's still motivate, inspire my people. Like I said, me and my dog Todd Guy, we opened up a lane for people from the streets, from our skin tone, or even the Mexican culture and shit like that.
Motivate and inspire your people with what? What does he motivate and inspire with? Selling merch, cheap ass merch, overpriced merch. That's the only thing I can think of that he does, that he can inspire somebody to do, because he does that pretty well. You know, he's influenced a bunch of idiots to buy a t-shirt that barely cost him like $5, $10 to make, and he sells it for $200. That's like the only thing that legitimately seems like a successful business. Everything else was a disaster. Cars, investing in cars and mansions for his channel to get views and shit didn't work. That's a waste of money. That's way too much overhead, too much expenses, not much return from his channel or anything for that matter. Social media, even if he got sponsorships on the videos where he's got these expensive cars, it's not going to make back all that money. It's a loss. He has to recoup money from merch sales to fund that lifestyle, man. That dude Organic, cut it out. What did you motivate and inspire with? The masterclass was a disaster. The coaching is a disaster. The books were bad. It's like, what are you talking about, man? And of course, I mean, I'm saying this is all my opinion. If you guys disagree at any one point in this video, let me know in the comment section. What do you think? What do you disagree with? What do you think Organic has motivated you with? All the people, even the people that started YouTube channels because they saw him and they paid him for collabs, they all came out and said Organic basically cheated on them. He took their money and the collab was a disaster. So I don't know, what is he talking about? Motivate and inspire. Like merch, yes. That's the only thing I can admit that you do that thing right. And I don't even know who is buying the merch, but I guess somebody is buying it.
To get into YouTube and pick their phone up and vlog their life and make you a living. You ain't got to make millions like us, but if you make extra $2,000 a month, nigga, you good. That's better than working certain jobs.
It's $2,000 you didn't have.
Come on, man. And you're being yourself. You're kissing no asses. You're not wearing a fucking janitor suit or shit. No, you're just talking on the phone. Name tag on. And I love now, like, even though I wanted that little cleaner.
He said, you don't have to be like me and Tall Guy making millions. You guys didn't make millions. You made it look like you made millions, but you didn't make millions. You guys were practically living paycheck to paycheck to fund that lifestyle and getting people to rock with you. And then that fell apart. Like your whole purpose on social media, it was a disaster because people don't rock with you. Your purpose was, let me build up this persona Organic, right? Getting the cars, the women, the houses. And then when that stuff is gone, the people are still going to rock with me. And if that was your whole mission, that mission failed because they're not rocking with you. You're even at the point where you're not even dropping content. And when you do drop content, it's not even like 10% of your subscribers are even watching. So the mission of you, putting on this facade or whatever, this lifestyle image didn't work, man. It didn't work. It all came tumbling down. So what are you talking about?
With people from the streets and gangs and shit like that doing the YouTube and making their content and getting bags off that shit. I don't want nothing to get free. I don't want YouTube to turn to drill music. You know what I'm saying? When niggas talking for real and making shit happen, I'm trying to want it to stop.
It's
getting scary in there because the real niggas getting into it.
It's real niggas
getting the bag, but come on, man. I don't want my people to do that.
The space, bro. Like it's definitely gotten oversaturated.
Right.
With some people that should be here because they really trying to make a difference and make a change and trying to really, feed their family. And then you got some niggas that's just really clout chasing, and just moving on all the wrong reports.
And it can get dangerous because people are real. I'm seeing real and people get into it, and I'm happy that they're getting their bag, but I just don't want it to turn like the drill music when niggas is really rapping.
But I thought you were a drill music type of guy. I thought you were a serious, not to be played with, not to be messed with. I thought that was who you are. I thought that's what he said he was. He was a street dude. You ain't supposed to be like fucking with him. So you're saying now that you don't want YouTube to turn into drill music? It's always been like that. YouTube has always been chaos. It's always been like fake ass personalities trying to sit on here and act a certain way. So at this point, we don't know who's real and who's fake because everybody's mostly fake at this point. Everybody claims they were like they can't be messed with. They used to be thugs and gangsters and shit like that. And then you realize after watching them, like, these dudes are real goofy. Like CJ on 32 is felon. He says he's habitual this, habitual that. He'd be doing some of the most goofiest shit I've ever seen on YouTube. I'm like, this is some goofy shit that nerds don't even do. So I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Like, nobody knows who's real and who's not real.
Killing and shit like that. I just don't want to do that. So I want to be here as a voice to say, I'm proud of my people. I'm happy for my people. They're picking up these cameras, getting on YouTube, running that bag up. But let's have a mindful, steps in everything we do. And everything we do is think about it. They're watching. You're recording yourself. What are you talking about? If something happened tomorrow from the nigga you talking about, and you really got that in you to do it, you're going to prison. But like, let's think.
And I try to tell niggas all the time, like, man, bro, the world, listen, you might not think people are watching because you might only have 1,000 views on the video or whatever. You don't know who's watching.
Never know.
Don't get too comfortable because there's always somebody, man, could be a fucking FBI agent, police, anybody, just somebody who was just browsing and came across your shit just on the web.
Never know.
And see your shit, and now you think nobody watching, so you just running off at the mouth.
This shit real.
Ain't paying attention. This shit very real.
Yeah, because it happened to me before.
That's probably the only time I would agree with them. You don't know who's watching. You don't know what type of person is watching you. And this is a good example because this is, if you actually think about it, this is how Omi and the Hellcat got caught. All right, Omi and the Hellcat, for those of you guys that don't know, before he was Omi and the Hellcat, he was actually a totally different personality. He had like a different channel name. I'll probably talk about it in a separate video. He had a totally different channel name. And he would get on there and tell people step-by-step instructions on how they can basically get copyrighted information, turn around and sell it. So that's how he got caught. He didn't get, the cars made it much easier to focus on him, and then when they started to drill down, then they discovered his older YouTube channel, and then they were like, oh, that's how he made money. So it really starts off with these fake-ass influencers thinking that they're really, like, inspiring people with this lifestyle, but you're gonna get caught either way because it's gonna be discovered what you do. And if once it's determined that what you're doing isn't really what you claim it is, like people talking about, oh, I made money like selling my business or something like that, and then I turned around and got all these cars, and now I'm gonna teach you guys how to start a successful business. Then you find out it was all through scams and shit like that. Like if you watch CoffeeZilla, you will learn about all these like successful like fake ass influencers, and then they say one thing on their social media on how they made the money, and then it's totally different actually how they actually got the money. They got it through scamming people, taking advantage of people, extorting people, and then like running away somewhere and then trying to start a whole fresh new life. It's like, no, man, anything you do online is now like traceable. So these guys, all these fake ass influencers now doing raffles and shit like that, trying to preach about how they they're doing something so inspirational, taking care of their community. They ain't taking care of nothing. They're taking advantage of the community. They're extracting way more money out of their own community, out of the black community, taking way more money and then giving back a little piece of change. That's like, just think about how these raffles are working. And I'm going to give you guys a simple example. They just basically, they take $1 from 20 people, right? They go into the black community and take out $1 from 20 people, and then they give back like $3. That's the raffle prize. They're like, oh, you're going to win this car, right? You collected more than the damn car. You collected almost like 10 times the cost of the car from your own people, taking advantage of your own people to give back one person in the same community something that is like proportionally like way less than what you have collected from your own people. So you're making your own people more broke just so you can gain personal gain. Like, that's crazy.
Before, because I used to go on my live stream talking crazy to niggas, right? There's 3 niggas I was acting dumb back in the day. I didn't give a fuck. I was trying to get my views up way back in the day. So, like, and when I moved to LA, I was doing it too. So, one time I was talking crazy to motherfuckers, and then 2-3 months down the line, I'm meeting up with my dog. He's picking up his car. We in the middle of the parking lot. I see a nigga turn the block, you know? And I'm like, what the fuck is that? You know, I see everything. I got my equalizer brain. He turned the block, boom. I'm like, all right. So I got my bag with me, unzipped the bag, like, boom, like this here. Then he turned back around, and I talked to my dog, and I turned. This motherfucker pulled up right on us quick. I'm like, oh, shit. He's like, Organik. I'm like, what's up? He like, man, I ain't gonna lie, boy. You know what I'm saying? We had a problem one time online, but I started looking more at your shit. I fuck with you. He said, I just got out of prison too, boy. He was talking to me. That shit had me like really gonna hurt you when I found you. And but I seen you, and I was looking at all your content, and I know it wasn't like that. So I just want to say I'm happy to meet you. So I'm saying that to say this, like me on social media, they know you don't know them. That could have been bad. Even though I seen him, I let my guard down for 2 seconds. He got up on me. Yeah. He could have knocked me down off some dumbass shit on the internet.
Thing it is, because it's like they all know that's the downfall too. That's the fucked up side, because they all know in your face. You don't know who walking up
shit
on
real, and it's real.
What they walking up on you about.
You never know, so you always have your guard up, protect yourself. But at the same time, you know, that's what I'm saying. Me having the message behind it, so he might see what's playing, talking shit just on some bullshit content. Yeah. But if he looked deeper, he saw that I really got a message. I'm just bullshitting on that, so he didn't take it too serious. But it could have been if I didn't have no message at all. If I really was on bullshit the whole time, it could have been bad. But he's saying that I'm really telling people to work out, drink water.
Bro, cut it out. You just heard him. He said he was putting out the wrong energy. It's only when shit got real serious, right, is when he actually toned it down. But that's not who he really is. And this goes back to what I said earlier. He put this bad energy out to the point that obviously everyone reacts to his videos. How else did I stumble on Organik? And in fact, Organik was inserting himself in other people's business. If you actually been watching his channel long enough, you would know that Organik was just randomly talking about other people, like people that hadn't, like Organik. I was actually talking about a completely different channel for those people that are like completely new or whatever. I used to actually talk about white channels, right? Because people are like, they're so caught up in the race or whatever. Like, I used to actually talk about other YouTubers. So this is how I know a lot of people that are recently like watching or whatever, and all these like goofy ass little channels talking about this and that. Clearly they haven't been on social media long enough to know what I've done in the past, right? I was actually talking about some other channel, right? Not even a black YouTuber. It was like, I didn't even stumble. I didn't even know who the fuck Organik was. I didn't even know who CJ on 32s was. I didn't even know who CJ was until Mike Ray actually talked about him. And I was like, hold on, let me add this guy on the menu. But before, I was talking about like other people. Like I had Vehicle Version, Whistle and Diesel, the Strad Man, Daily Driven Exotics. And then Organik decided to insert himself in a video that I was talking about somebody else. I think it was Daily Driven Exotics, because him and Daily Driven Exotics have done like a few collabs together. Organik decided, I guess he thought I was talking about him or something like that. Decided to leave Organik decided to leave comments on one of my videos talking shit. So I was like, hold on, man. He must think that, I guess he thought at the time that I couldn't talk about him, like he had immunity or something like that. It's like, no, man, I'm going to add your ass on the menu, and then we're going to start critiquing everything you do. And then that's when he even got even more crazier on IG Live talking shit. And like I said, this shit didn't start because I like happened to find Organik's channel and decided, hey, you know, I'm just going to talk shit about Organik. No, it's because he decided to insert himself. And even those of you guys that have been around even longer than that, you would know that Organik actually picked on another white YouTuber and attacked him because this white YouTuber had like, I guess, a very attractive girlfriend, and he had a lot more to show on his channel than Organik. This is like Organik when Tall Guy used to have a pickup truck or something like that. I think he had like a Ram truck, or it was like an old beat up truck or whatever it was. when he was dating that Asian girl. So this is how I know, man. Organic used to attack people that like just innocent people on YouTube, talking about people that all these fools right now that got you guys brainwashed and thinking Organic is so inspirational. Organic was like shitting on people that didn't even know who the fuck he was. All right, he was leaving comments attacking me about reactions videos. I was doing it on something totally different than him. It's crazy.
This nigga really a real nigga. Start businesses, get your merch up. Oh, I fuck with a nigga. That saved me. And I can win 100 out of 101. I don't take that one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't want that one to happen to me and nobody around me. So, walk light, guys. I want y'all to get y'all bad, but just know, man, people are watching, good and bad. You know what I'm saying? It's out here for everybody.
It is out here for everybody, but that's why I always say, man, motherfuckers better be careful out here, man, because you don't know who is walking up on you. People could be like this. Hey, man, I just want to meet you and take a picture. Get right up on you and pop it.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Know.
Like, you never know.
More merch for you too, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, you got...
One of the ones, man.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out both for me, man.
Everybody get your clothing up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I really do love your merch, man.
Gargoyle get.
Look at that. Organic just, you guys think I skipped or something? No, he literally transitions from topics because he doesn't want to stay on one topic too long because he knows that's where he gets real vulnerable. So this is something you got to pay attention to. And he's done this like a few times already during this this collab with Sharp.
Got that one for bad, but just know, man, people are watching, good and bad. You know what I'm saying? It's out here for everybody.
It is out here for everybody, but that's why I always say, man, motherfuckers better be careful out here, man, because you don't know who is walking up on you. People could be like this. Hey, man, I just want to meet you and take a picture. Get right up on you and pop it.
For sure.
You know what I'm
never
saying?
Know.
Like, you never know.
More merch for you too, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, you got...
One of them
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Got both for me, man.
Everybody get your clothing up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I really do love your merch, man.
Gargoyle gang. Got that one for you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Here. You know what I'm saying?
All of it.
You know what I'm saying? Got the hard and fly shit.
Man, hey, you know why this was a masterpiece? Because you don't even got the damn chain no more.
Damn right.
You don't even got this chain no more, bro.
So it still stands for something, you know what I mean? We gargoyles, we hard and fly. That means that I may go hard, I may be hard, like I'm not nothing to play with, but at the same time, I'm fly, got wings, I can chill, I can rest, I'm stoic. I don't want no problems, but I'm ready for whatever. 50 said it breast. I don't want no problem, but if it's a problem, no problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We on top, we hard and fly, man, immortalized. So that's my thing, man. One of the ones is one of my brands, man.
See me in all of it, man.
I appreciate that.
Trip it, man. I'll support, because I support you, man.
Yeah.
You know, what else have you been working on since we last?
Yeah, so last time we seen each other, like I said, I've been working on the game show, Culture Shock. That's gonna be on Tubi. Go rock with that. Of course, building the brand. Shout out to my guys at Pure Branding, help me with my designs and everything like that. Still doing the music, having fun with that.
Man, I think those guys at Pure really destroyed your brand, man. Every week he has like a new design or something like that. And it's just like, he says that they're limited edition pieces, right? They're so limited edition pieces. There's nothing limited about it, man. It looks like so basic. It looks so, and you know, sometimes things that are simple have a little bit of like creativity behind it, but his is just like, it looks cheap. You know, I actually think before, the people that he was working with in California, in the fashion district, I think they had a little bit more creativity, the Mexican guys. I think they actually had way more creativity than the people he's working with now. Like those guys, like they just copy and paste the same old bullshit for every other like artist they work with. It's just like all their designs kind of look the same. They all look, it's just like when you want to build a website, right? You go online to one of these website builders and they got like a template, and then they use the same template to build like 30 other businesses, and all of you guys look exactly the same. There might be like some color changes or like a background difference, but overall, dimensions wise, everything looks kind of the same. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys have ever seen that stuff. Like, have you ever worked with like a business that like does architecture or website building or anything like that, and they all have the same designs? There's even like houses, right? There's like companies that build houses, and all their houses look all the fucking same, man. It might be like one of them looks a different color on the outside. Maybe one of them has bricks, the other one has like rocks, one has vinyl, but it's like in the same community, there's probably like 10 of them that look exactly the same. So that's what I mean. Like those guys, Pure or whatever, is like, I don't think they have real creativity. I think they just have like templates or whatever.
Mr. Organic, yep, all streaming platforms. I don't even rap like that. I call it voice vlogs because it's really just my life. I just freestyle what's going on and I put it behind my vlogs and things of that nature. And also just working on myself right now, man. Financially, I'm great, and just really want to put things in real asset form instead of so many depreciating assets, and that's what I've been doing too. I got other things I don't want to speak upon because ain't nobody's business. I wanted to leave it over there and just moving more quiet money wise. I'm always gonna be loud. Look at me, 6'6", 230. I'm that guy, but I want to turn down some things and turn up the quiet things, and that's what I've been on now. Peace of mind is everything, and I want to keep inspiring my people to know they can do this too. I'm not shitting on you. I want to, shitting it.
Yeah, but the problem is you built your brand, you built your channel on that flash, right? On being extremely loud, and that's honestly, I'm gonna be honest, that's how you actually get the views on YouTube. If you're interested in getting a lot of views, you have to be loud, you have to be flashy in the car space. I'm talking about the car space. I'm not talking about because I know some people are like, oh, well, there's all these finance gurus and they're not flashy and loud. Yeah, that's not the same space. I'm talking about the car space. He's a car YouTuber. He's in the car community on YouTube. Now he's like, oh, well, I'm trying to be quiet. Nah, but that's not, you picked the wrong genre of YouTube. You can, when you start a YouTube channel, you decide early on what kind of genre you want to be in, right? It's like when you go to school, you decide what do you want to major in. So that's part of this line of work. This is what is part of. You got to be flashy in the car community. This is why all these YouTubers are constantly competing with one another and trying to get the best car. And it makes it difficult for people to enter this market. So if you start a YouTube channel and you think I'm going to get a Hellcat or a Corvette, that shit is lame now because there's dozens, if not thousands of channels already with Hellcats and Corvettes. It's just overrated. It ain't going to work. You got to almost be at the point of getting a rare supercar, right? Maybe even a hypercar at this point to compete with these big channels, unless you're okay with a small channel with small amount of subscribers. But it's just like running a business. But now that Organic is oh, well, I don't want to be flashy, I don't want to be loud. Well, then that means you just destroyed your channel. Because nobody, who's going to watch his channel just to listen to him talk for 30, 40 minutes about wheels? He drops 5 videos talking about wheels alone.
To you in the other stall. You know what I'm saying? There's enough stalls for everybody. You know what I mean? I don't want to shit on you. That's weird. Open the stall next to me, they get loose. They take some motherfucking X-Lax, nigga. I want you to shit too. They shit, fuck it. You understand me? I ain't trying to stop a nigga from nothing. It's enough for everybody. I don't compete with niggas. I eat with niggas. You know what I mean? Yeah. You shining, I want to shine too. You can shine brighter. I'm always acknowledge a nigga. I'm always gonna tell a nigga he looking fly. I'm always tell a nigga I'm proud of you. I ain't apprehensive to that shit, man.
With your music, are you signed or have you?
No, I'm independent. I always do that shit myself. Gargoyle Music Clan is my own brand. I've been put on all streaming platforms. That's been lucrative for me. Every month I get a check from DistroKid. Just by putting my own shit on streams is a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? So I just have fun with the shit. I never took it that serious as I could. I got top level artists that fuck with me. They tell me I got all the top producers come to the studio. I really don't care that much for it as I really should. You know what I mean? So I have fun with it, but it's out there. You know what I'm saying? They always got a message behind it too. It's real, it's pure, and it's organic.
Yeah. Have you? Oh, always. But have you done any performances, anything?
I haven't performed in a while, man. Haven't done any concerts or nothing like that in a while. The last one was I actually did Dusto Duck. That's my nigga. Shout out to Desto. You know what I'm saying?
My nigga Desto.
That's my nigga.
That's my nigga.
I fucked with him when I first moved out here on some just, you know what I'm saying? I seen him, he was fucking with you. Got that same type of energy. So we both grinding with the clothes and shit. So he actually booked me for the West Coast custom car show we had. I pulled out all my whips and performed up there. Real nigga, man. So that was my last performance. I think that was 2 years ago. He had a little West Coast custom, not a little, but big performance. Got on that stage, did that big. Adam was there. Yeah, that was my last big performance. That was love, man. I appreciate that.
That's dope because I know you come out because the fans fuck with you, man.
Yeah.
The supporters fuck with you. You know, so to see you out for them is rare form.
Right, it's rare because I'm never out no more. Yeah.
Never out.
I'm ducked in.
To see you hit a stage, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
You plan on doing?
I don't know why they're making it seem like Organic is 50 Cent or Future or Drake or something like that. Man, cut it out, man. Organic is. All his music is real crappy. It's honestly just vlog music. It's not music that is gonna be you're gonna find it at the club, or it's not inspirational, romantic music, hip hop type music. It's just music that he puts in his vlogs. It honestly only fits in his vlogs. It doesn't fit anywhere else. So I don't know why he's trying to make it seem, oh man, it's rare to see you on stage. He's like Michael Jackson, or he was on Michael Jackson's level, man. Rest in peace to Michael Jackson. But Organic ain't any kind of goat, man. He's more like a rodent.
any shows?
Yeah, I'm actually finna turn up. Yeah, I'm actually gonna turn up with the music right now. Shout out to my guy Hazel Beats. He does all 21 Savage beats and all that. Young Land on the track. Like I got top level producers that fuck with me. Like I just ain't really tapped in. So with that being said, I am gonna focus on having some more fun with this music. I'm a young old nigga and I ain't no kid, so I'm not gonna do kid shit. I'm doing real shit, manifestation music, stoic music. That's gonna motivate you to be something. Understand? Being yourself is everything. Everybody else took it. You know, keep it organic. So yeah, I'm gonna step on music a little bit harder. And I got like 50 tracks I haven't released yet. They're just ready to go. So I'm gonna stand on that too and get more to the talking shit, the podcast and shit. People love when I run my mouth in a certain way and give people that shit. So I already had a podcast top of the mook, but now I'm working some different shit, man. Me and Sharp talked about some things we can do.
I feel like some things that can definitely happen in the future. I want to know, have you? I'm sure fans want to know. Have you went like state to state? You took Mr. Organic, like just even some meet and greets and just shit like that.
Actually, me and my dog Slim in the beginning.
Yeah.
See, that's how you know that Sharp doesn't really follow this guy. Did you guys just hear what Sharp said? He said, have you thought about going like state to state, kind of like doing tours or whatever, meet and greets? That's how you know that Sharp and a lot of people don't really watch Organic. Because Organic, like I said before, man, he's like the kind of character that you might watch once, twice, maybe 3 times, maybe even 4 times. And then once you do that, you get tired of that character and you want to watch something else. And this is why I tell you guys, I think this culture shock show he's doing, which is basically a spinoff of Fear Factor and some other crap. Once you watch 1 or 2 shows, you ain't gonna watch the rest of the season, man. Because Organic, like I said, is the type of personality you don't watch him routinely. You would watch him like every once in a blue moon or something like that. But if you caught it, Sharp just said, man, have you thought about doing any kind of like meet and greets or doing like kind of tours? That's because Sharp doesn't really mess with them. But he said, I've been fucking with you for a long time. You haven't been fucking with him for no long time, man. Cut it out, man. Stop the cap. Even you're capping.
But now I'm working some different shit, man. Me and Sharp talked about some things we can do.
I feel like some things that can definitely happen in the future. I want to know, have you? I'm sure fans want to know. Have you went like state to state? Have you took Mr. Organic, like just even some meet and greets and just?
He actually said fans want to know. Well, that means all these fans don't know him that well. See, Sharp doesn't know him. Fans don't know him. Because this is what I'm seeing. Organic is the type of personality you don't watch every day. He's not like some of these other channels. Like Mr. Beast has a very loyal fan base. There's Casey Neistat. If you watch Casey Neistat, he's like the OG of vlogging, right? He's the person that really invented the whole vlogging thing on YouTube. People watched every single vlog Casey Neistat did, and some of these other bigger YouTubers, TJ Millionaire Mentor. Again, this is another guy, people will watch a lot of his content. Organic is just like you watch him once, twice, 3 times, and then that's it.
Shit like that.
Actually, me and my dog Slim in the beginning, first year in, we did 2 coast-to-coast tours on our own. That's actually where that situation happened with the chain shit was here. We was on a tour. We went 15 cities in 17 days, packed up my truck and a Hellcat. We went state to state early with the shit, with the merch. We been hands-on with this shit. We did that from the seed. Our shit wasn't that big, but we knew we had to get hands-on. We learned that from Nip. R.I.P. Nip. He motivated us to get grassroots. It's way before he died. I always listening and seeing his moves. So we got our own merch, put our own money.
Actually, I think this is actually the vlog I did a while ago. It might have been the vlog about when Organic went to a car meetup and Daily Driven Exotics was there and a few other people, I think Alex Choi. And this is like what I was saying earlier, like I was vlogging, I was doing reaction videos on other channels. I wasn't even talking about Organic. I didn't even know who the fuck Organic was, could care less about Organic. And I was saying like something about, I was doing a reaction video about those other YouTubers, Alex Choi, DDE, Stradman, Vehicle Virgins. And then obviously when that commotion blew off, I covered a lot of that stuff. And then Organic decided to, he used to attack random people. So I was surprised when he was attacking me because of things I said about Daily Driven Exotics, because he really thought Daily Driven Exotics really cared about him or something like that. It's like, why would you insert yourself? And then that's when I decided, hold on, man, let me add some variety to my reaction videos and talk about this clown Organic. And then that's when I discovered his IG and how crazy he was talking on IG. And then the rest of it is pretty much history. And that's when I started talking about Tall Guy. But CJ on 32s, people are like, oh, you started your channel talking about CJ on 32s. I didn't even know who the fuck CJ on 32s was until Mike Ray was talking about him. So, I mean, shout out to Mike Ray. If it wasn't for Mike Ray talking about CJ on 32s, I really didn't even glance on CJ on 32's channel. I didn't even know who the fuck CJ on 32s was. But all these stupid, slow-brain idiots that got you guys all fooled, man.
Went state to state 2 different times. So I've done that. I want to do it again, but it got to be the right way. But yeah, I've done that 5 cities in 7 days, 15 cities in 17 days. I did that hands-on with the people. I want to tap in more with that, though. I removed myself from people a little too much, and I want to get back hands-on with the folks.
That's dope right there, man.
Yeah.
Like, I like how you've been moving. Like, you really haven't changed, other than, like you said, just toning it down a little bit, you know, and trying to maybe just see clearly. Because when you slow down, you can see everything.
Yeah, it was like I said, man, I was
fast life.
Yeah, it's a fast life, and it wasn't enjoyable. You know what I'm saying? Like,
why you say that?
Because once you get everything you dreamt of, you realize you didn't want that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like a discouraging thing that everything you wanted when you got it, you didn't want it.
Yeah.
Like, damn, I thought I wanted all this shit, but then I got to deal with all this.
So are you saying, not Mr. Organic, but Jarvis don't like the cars, the clothes, the
Yeah,
houses, the money?
I'm always going to be fly, right? I'm always going to be fly. I'm always going to be, you know, have certain things. But I didn't need the massivitude of it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't need 6 cars. I need a Ferrari, a 720S McLaren, a Rave, a 4x4, AMG GT Hellcat, and a mansion in Malibu, and I'm by my fucking self. 5 bedrooms, 6,000 square feet.
He said, what life is that?
By myself.
He said, what life is that?
I came and enjoyed the fruits of my labor. I had bad bitch. I got cameras in every room because bitch gonna make up something on the guard. Bitch might tell a nigga where I'm at. So I gotta live at the top of a mountain with fucking 20 cameras around. I came and enjoy the fruits of my labor. I came and go pull up to the club and hop out Rari, chain over something.
Saying what's up,
I can't.
Bro, stop it, man. That has nothing to do with the cars and the lifestyle, man. All those stuff has nothing to do with the risk that you are basically describing. That's you. You created that fucking risk. You made it to the point where people were kind of looking for you because of all that shit you were doing. All that bad energy, all that shit talking you were doing all over social media. How come TJ Millionaire Mentor, he has a way bigger collection than you do? Manny Koshman has a hypercar collection of like $30 million. How come he ain't like talking the way you're talking? Because they ain't the same personalities. That's why people don't react to their channels, because they're pretty cool people. Like TJ Millionaire Mentor, a black guy. Yes, I said black guy. Another black guy. That's like, that guy is pretty legit. All right. How many times have you seen me drop reaction videos on TJ Millionaire Mentor? Probably like once, twice, maybe 3 times at most, because he's a legit guy. He's actually very positive. He actually helps people with real concrete examples. He ain't like a bullshit influencer. He's like a solid guy. He had a legit IT company. He sold it for like, I think like $30 or $40 million. Everything was all real, verified. So this is what I mean, man. You gotta wake up, man. This is the time for you guys to really wake the fuck up. But anyways, we're gonna wrap up this vlog. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. If you guys have not already done so, make sure you guys subscribe and like the video. Thank you guys so much for watching.